This is 16th Street. Used to be called Black Lives Matter Plaza, but not anymore. As you can see, it's just a regular old street now. Now it's just a regular old street that people can drive on and walk on and not have to think about the social and historical ramifications of what it once was. But yes, after the 2020 riots, this was Black Lives Matter Plaza. For a brief period of about 3 or 4 years, it was Black Lives Matter Plaza. But now it's just 16th Street once again. Look at that. Something you see here in the streets of DC, that's a dead rat. That's not Mickey Mouse, that's a dead rat. Thank goodness for this breeze. It's hot, it's so hot. I'm sweating. I mean, my clothes are drenched in sweat right now. But thankfully there's a bit of a breeze, and it makes it a little bit more bearable. Anyway, we're back at the Capitol Hilton, formerly the Stanton Hotel, now the Capitol Hilton. So we got a little bit of a protest here. It's just a small one, just going down the street. As you can see, there you go. No, not too many people. It's another anti-Israel protest. Like we had a protest over here, and
shame on you.
Closed the whole street down for the protest.
Israel's what you do.
There you go. That's what they do. And this guy's just a small protest here on 12th Street. That's all. Not too many people today, just a few. Just a few. Just a few, but very loud. Just want to get to work. So let's go. We're at Federal Triangle, so that's one of the things that you have to, one of the things you have to accept when you, live and work in the Washington D.C. area. There's a lot of protests. You pass right by what used to be the Trump Hotel. Right here. Anyway, let's go. All right. Metro's just around this way, so we'll just go around there now. It's a quiet day here at the Metro. From the train though, coming in from the other side. Not my train. My train comes from over here, still got 3 minutes to go. Alright, train's coming. Right back there. So I thought I'd move down the tracks here, but get a better position on the train, so that when I get off the train I don't have to walk too far. Yeah, here it is now. My ride over here. My ride right there. I'm just going one stop. And I'm boarding another street. Well, we're back up on the street. Gonna be another hot one today. Yesterday was hot, today's gonna be hot. Today they say it's gonna be 110 degrees. 110 degrees. Wow. Summers just keep getting hotter and hotter around here. I don't know if it's global warming or whatnot, but every summer it seems to get hotter. I remember looking at old pictures of America, particularly of like the Civil War, and they fought a battle at Manassas battlefield during the Civil War, and I've seen pictures of it, and people were wearing wool jackets and wool coats in the middle of July. So I don't know why. Maybe it was cooler back then, before global warming and before the weather evolved into what it is now, and before the Earth got populated, overpopulated. That may be the factors, the reasons why it is just generally, the climate is just generally hotter lately. Maybe. But that's how it is. It's just generally, the climate is just generally hotter lately than it used to be. And you know, I don't mind it though, because you know, I came from a hot country, and you know, I'm used to the heat. It's better than the cold, I tell you. It's better than cold and snowy. Hot and humid, 110 degrees, I think is still better than cold and snowy. All right, let's go get out of this heat, go back inside into the air conditioning and relax and cool off. Well, it's lunchtime again. It is Wednesday, July 2nd, and it's lunchtime again. Thought I'd go to Subway today. There are many Subways in the area here. Usually I go to the one by DuPont Circle, but you know, it gets pretty busy down there because it's close to DuPont Circle and all that. And sometimes I like to go to this Subway here, closer to 14th Street, because it's quieter, closer to where the Washington Post used to be. This is where the Washington Post used to be. This brand new building over here was built in like 2008, 2009 to replace the old Washington Post building. Used to be right here. The Post moved down here to K Street around 2008, 2009. And then we're not going there. We're going to the Subway over here. Down here on 15th Street. The quieter part of downtown, I would think. Close to McPherson Square, which is just down there. McPherson Square down there, and this is the Subway I'm going to over here. So let's go across the street here and see if we can go to the Subway. Hopefully there aren't too many people there, although I do see a whole bunch of people over there. Yeah, well, it's not that bad. Oh, they're not in the Subway, they're in the building next door, so that's fine. Okay. Yeah, it's quiet here. Let's go this way. Employees from the Washington Post, which used to be over there, they would walk over here and have a little snack, have a little drink here at the Post Pub. But it's not the Post Pub anymore. It's Kabuli Pulao. I guess it's like some kind of Afghan restaurant. Yep, the Post Pub. A lot of the employees from the Washington Post will over there used to come over here at the Post Pub to have some drinks after a long day. I imagine, you know, people like Ben Bradley and Woodward and Bernstein had drinks there. Probably talked about Watergate there too. Wow, it's amazing. That makes it kind of a historic place, but you know, but it was the Post Pub, but it's not a Post Pub anymore. That's life. This used to be the Washington Post building right here. Every morning they would put out the early editions of the Washington Post right there in that alleyway. And if you wanted to catch the very early editions of the Washington Post, you'd be hanging out by the alleyway really early in the morning, like 4 or 5 in the morning. But since the Washington Post is not here anymore, they replace it with this new building right here. This is now called the World Trade Center here in Washington, D.C. But at one point, this whole area used to be the Washington Post building right here. The building was demolished about 2008, and this building was built on this site here. This is a very ultra-modern building with a lot of shops and stores and stuff. Yeah. Right over here. And every morning, about 4 or 5 in the morning, they'd put out the early edition of the Washington Post right over here. And if you wanted to catch the very early editions, you'd wait by the alleyway here. And but look at this alleyway now. Let's go through the alleyway. Even this is the original site of the St. Augustine Catholic Church right here. Stood until 1947 right over here.
How far along the site?
But now it's filled with like restaurants and shops and all that. This alleyway here. And there's this stairwell here. I don't know why they built. Oh, okay. You need to build this stairwell. There's an entrance into the building right over here. Here's a restaurant over here, which is, I don't know if the restaurant is closed or just nobody eating there. Which leads right to another alleyway over here by the in the back here. Quiet back here. Well, it was quiet. Now it's not quiet anymore. Yeah, well, it used to be the Washington Post. So every morning people would wait here for the early editions of the Washington Post. If you wanted to catch the news very early in the morning, this is where you would wait for it. And now it's just an alleyway. I wonder if there's a way through here. There used to be. A lot of trash collecting going on. There's a big trash compactor. A lot of trash collecting going on this morning. Wow, it's like I'm in Paris. Look at that. Oh, no, there is no way through here. gonna have to go back out this way. I thought there was a way through here, but there isn't, so it's like I just went around through that alleyway back this way and back out to where I came from. Wow, that was a waste of time. Look at this old building here. This must be the church. Yeah, this is the back of the AMA church, where this is where Barack Obama held his Thanksgiving services after he was elected president that first term. This church right here. That's the back of it. And we're right back out on 15th Street where I came from. I just went around because I thought there was I thought I could cut through to 16th Street, but I guess I couldn't. Alright, see, we're back on 15th Street. Yeah, see, back on 15th Street again. Here's the mail. Alright, here we go. Anyway, it's a nice day. Earlier it was raining, but now it's kind of partly sunny. And it's not too hot today. It's about 85 degrees, so it's not too bad. It's not as hot as it has been the last few days. The last few days it's been like 95, 96, 98, 99, 100 degrees with high humidity. But today it's not too bad. It's nice. I wish it were like this all the time, but it's not. Let's go ahead and cross the street over here. Make sure I have lunch here sometimes too. Not today though. I wanted to go to Subway today. Out here at this place called Cornerstone Deli, they have some good turkey sandwiches with some barbecue sauce, some cheese. That's the best. That's the best, dude. Wash it down with a little bit of Coke or Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew has a lot of caffeine, even more caffeine than coffee, but it tastes really good. As I said, it has a lot of caffeine. Mountain Dew is actually banned in a few countries because it has so much caffeine in it. You know, if you drink a lot of Mountain Dew, you get really giddy and you get really hyper. I don't really drink a lot of Mountain Dew, just enough to satisfy my craving for Mountain Dew. Not too much that I get all antsy and giddy and hyper, because Mountain Dew has a lot of caffeine. It's like drinking 100 cups of coffee. All right. Now it's getting warm in the shade. Now it's getting warm in the sun. I mean, not in the shade, the sun. So let's wait out here by the shade for the light to go back to walk. All right, I think I'll have some lunch here at today. I'll have some lunch here at Domino's Pizza, which is down here on L and 13th, I think, or L and Vermont. Oh no, this is Vermont. No, that's Vermont. Next street is 14th, and Domino's is over there. I think I'll have some Domino's pizza. Never been in here. Franklin Court. Like a nice place. Looks like an old-timey, like building. Oh, they got a snack bar. Oh, they got all kinds of stuff here. There are places you can eat here. Maybe I can buy my stuff at Domino and bring it here to eat. Alright, well, that's an idea. my food at Domino's and take it back here to eat at Franklin Square or Franklin Court. Looks like a nice place. Nice place to eat this. See, Franklin Court. That's where we are. Never been in here before. Passed by it many times, but I never been in there. Huh, that's an idea. Domino's is just down the street here. Domino's has some seating area, but not much. And the seats are not really all that comfortable. So, not really looking for comfort. I just need someplace to eat. Okay? Franklin Court. Let's go back there. This part of downtown is pretty quiet. Not too many people come here. All the touristy areas are over there by the mall. And it's a Thursday before a holiday weekend. So that's why there's not much people here. But here's the Domino's. Here's the Domino's where I eat sometimes. Wow, they got pretty smoked out windows there. Alright, so I just decided to eat it here at the Domino's. So, you know, it's quiet. But as I said earlier, the chairs aren't very comfortable, so you have no back. It's just a stool, basically. You know, that's okay. As long as it's quiet.